This is Theodora, CBL, and I realized that my 35-second video that I put up there, well, funny, didn't really explain everything. But really, I was just messing around with my camera phone, and I wanted to see if I could make a video. This is actually from a laptop, so it's a little bit better quality, and you can actually hear sound on it. I found out with my camera phone, the sound didn't really work that well, so that's why I did the little pieces of paper, but then that didn't. Okay, enough about me and my stupid fucking phone. Okay, on to Twilight. Now, I want you to know that I don't have this little script written down. I didn't prepare myself for this video whatsoever. So here goes. Well, let's talk about some of the problems, some of the cliches. Vampires don't sparkle. Oh, wait, let's get all the spoilers out of the way. The spoiler alerts, I should say. And in the fashion of Nutty Madam, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, whatever. Okay, here it is. The vampires shouldn't be able to reproduce because they don't have any bodily fluids. So one, how do you get a boner? And two, I guess he kind of already has a boner because he's always stiff, but whatever. Then the baby juice shouldn't come out. And besides, with Edward, I always imagined that when he ejaculated, sparkles went out all over the place, because I think that would be beautiful. It really, really would. Okay, so there's that. There's the whole thing about vampires not having fangs. I even have fangs. I have fucked up teeth, yeah. But I got fangs. There they are. I don't like the whole sparkle thing. And I know that's a cliche because everyone's going around going, vampires don't sparkle. Well, the reason everyone's saying that is because they don't. They don't. They fry up like a motherfucking french fry when they step into the sun. Or at least they should. And if they don't, that's okay. But don't make them sparkle. That's just a step too far and a bitch slap to the original creators of the monsters, vampires. Which is actually originated from Vlad Tepes, the Impaler. He used to drink his enemies' blood to freak them out, and he was a prince in my country, Romania. I'm not in Romania now. I was adopted from there and brought over here. But, anyways, enough about me. Back to Twilight. I did read all of the books, all 4 of them. I had to read them one right after the other because nothing really substantial happened in any of them, that if I didn't read it straight, I would have forgotten what happened. And that's one thing that I really don't like about the books. They're not very well written. They are her wet dream. And maybe she should have just gotten a dildo instead, you know, like one that sparkles. Something like that. But it didn't really work for me when she kept talking about how horny Bella was. She just wanted to get laid the whole entire time. It's supposed to be true love, but the only reason Edward ever gives for loving her is that she smells like fucking heroin, or a really nice steak, or something like that. She meets him and immediately falls in love with him, which I totally don't get, because that just doesn't make sense whatsoever. You don't fall in love with somebody just because you met them. And if you do, well then it's a really shallow love. So, for all the haters out there, let's just take a minute to pause for you. All the ones that hate me, you know, the Twilight fans. I'm not saying that you can't like Twilight. That's fine. Some of my friends are really into Twilight. This is just my rant about why I don't like it. And if you like Twilight, then I don't know what you're doing here. But, if you want to send me, like, some hate mail or something, I'd prefer you do it in a video response, you know, down there. Because it's a lot of fun for me. It really is. You guys getting so worked up over Twilight is hilarious. I don't like Twilight, but you see me talking here, I'm calm. I'm not freaking out. It's just me. I do hate Twilight, but I love Nutty Madam. She's obsessed with Twilight. I watch her videos religiously because she's hilarious. She gets so worked up over Twilight, she gets so worked up over people hating Twilight, that it's just beautiful. It really is. And while we're on the subject of Nutty Madam right here, I would like to take a moment for her. Nutty Madam, this is for you. Amazing book! Fucking love that shit. But what I really don't get is that everyone thinks that Twilight haters are freaking out just as much as them, and maybe some of them are, but like, it's nothing to freak out about, but at the same time, I'm strongly against it, because I don't believe that young readers should be reading books about people getting gang raped, or almost gang raped. Bella almost gets gang raped, Rosalie really does get gang raped. It's just not okay to give that to a young reader, and the whole thing with her and Edward almost kills her while they're having sex. I think that Stephenie Meyer has like some kind of rape fantasy that she really needs to go to the doctor for, because that's not normal. That's really not normal. What's normal? But it doesn't seem really healthy to me. And I have a little niece, and she reads these books, and it bothers me that she's reading them. She's not actually my niece; she's my fiance's niece, but same difference. Whatever. I don't. Every time I think of her reading one of these books, it makes me so uncomfortable that Emmett's going around bragging about breaking beds with Rosalie and Jasper and Alice, all talking about how they break beds while they're having sex, and this is for young teenagers, man. I know it's a different time, and teenagers are probably running around having sex all the time. That's why we have so many teen mothers and stuff. But still, I guess the gang rape thing just really kind of got to me a little bit. The other thing about the books being written themselves, um, if you missed a couple lines of the Harry Potter books, you'd kind of be a little lost. If you skip 3 pages with these Twilight books, they're talking about the same thing. There's actually a huge showdown. And on it starts on like page 17, but it doesn't actually happen until, or not on page chapter 17, but it doesn't actually happen until like chapter 24. It's ridiculous. But anyways, I'm running out of time. In conclusion, I don't like Twilight. I don't think that young people should be reading it. For all you fucking haters out there, let's go over the things you're gonna make fun of most likely. I didn't articulate very well. I scratched my head a lot when I was confused. I had fucked up teeth. I'm kind of fat. A little bit fat. Yeah, pretty fat. Whatever. I don't have that great of hair. I'm not wearing any makeup. All that fun stuff. So, to you haters out there that get all worked up over this shit, please do a video response. It's so much more entertaining. But, if I can only get hate mail, well, then I'll take that too. So, I just want to say peace and have a good day. Peace, motherfuckers. Fuck Twilight.